if I die today. I'ma go and get some money if I die today. I'ma go and get some money if I die today. If I die today.
Cold flows for a cold mind, see a new world, but I'm so blind. Kick rocks when your time's up, better start digging like a coal mine. Cold hearts seen cold times, it's a bold move, but the sunshine raise up when you...
Good morning, Cardano Army. It's your boy Boomin coming at you with yet another video, guys. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, that like button, and that notification bell so you never miss a Boomin update. We got these updates daily. You don't want to miss them. I got my hot tea and honey locked and loaded, ready to go. Let's get this show started, guys. And today we are talking about Cardano and SingularityNet. So if you take a look at my previous video, you know that SingularityNet is pumping like crazy right now, guys. SingularityNet is up 54% in 24 hours. Absolutely insane. This is ridiculous, okay? Up 120% in the last 7 days. And in the last 30 days, it is up almost 800%. Guys, this is insane. So if you guys don't know what SingularityNet is, if you're new to the channel, SingularityNet is in partnership with Cardano. So way back, it used to be on the Ethereum blockchain, but we know that the creator of SingularityNet is actually friends with Charles Hoskinson, and they've ported on over to the Cardano blockchain. They're still on Ethereum, but they've ported on over to the Cardano blockchain as well. They were the first project to create an ERC20 converter to take your AGI tokens and turn them into AGIX tokens. Okay, so I consider them a Cardano coin as of right now. They've got a 2 billion max supply, and they've been in the game for a very long time. We've done plenty of overviews and breakdowns of AGIX, so if you guys want to take a look at those, you know, go ahead and search for those. We've done plenty of overviews of the token. We'll do a quick one here today, but I just wanted to tell you that there's a number of reasons why this is pumping. The first reason would probably be due to ChatGPT and the interest in AI. Okay, so SingularityNet is a decentralized AI marketplace that allows you to create an AI and sell it on the open market. And their goal is to create a artificial general intelligence. So a general AI that can learn on its own, that can improve on its own, and that can recall information from trillions, with the T, of data nodes. Okay, so it's up about 54%. I don't have a price prediction. All right, the all-time high of AGI was 95 cents, which is, you know, definitely in the realm of possibility of getting to again. I don't know if it's going to get to it in this cycle, but during a bull run, definitely it will, obviously. So it's pumping right now. ChatGPT and AI services right now are really the thing. This could start off the next bull run of crypto. That's definitely possible. We've got about another year and a half before things really start to kick up, in my humble opinion. So we've got a ways to go. But, you know, I wouldn't be a Cardano channel if I didn't talk about this massive AGIX pump. Okay. It's a quick overview real quick, and then we're going to move on. While building the foundations for AGI, SingularityNet is bootstrapping an ecosystem of organizations that will fuel the platform with AI services, create a massive utilization of the AGIX token. The SingularityNet spinoffs are being developed across a number of strategically selected vertical markets, which include DeFi, robotics, biotech, longevity, gaming and media, arts and entertainment, and enterprise-level AI. Singularity acts as an incubator, providing guidance, funding, and expertise to these ventures with the goal of turning the initiatives into a successful, fully independent entity with the true spirit of decentralization. Below, you will find an overview of these products, ranging from new and emerging ventures to fully operational independent organizations. We did this on the last breakdown, but as you can see here, SingularityNet got Cognito. Deep Funding, Awakening Health, NewNet, Hypercycle, Singularity DAO, True AGI, Jam Galaxy, Sophiaverse, Singularity Studio, Rejuve AI, Mindplex, OpenCog, Hyperion. So many cool stuff here. You can scroll down, pause the video if you want to read what some of these products do. I'll give you a minute here. The sensitivity on the on the scrolling is pretty high, so I gotta try not to go too crazy. So yeah, Singularity Net continuing to pump. This is what we like to see. Congratulations to all the AGIX token holders out there. And you guys been waiting for a long time. I love to see you guys vindicated, and let's keep building. Should you buy AGIX right now? I'm gonna say no, and the reason why is because it just pumps so freaking hard. Over the past 30 days, it's up almost 1,000%. I'd wait for a big dip, I'd wait for a big correction, and then I'd buy in. But that's just my humble opinion, guys. Y'all don't gotta listen to me. Do whatever you want with your own money. It is your own money. All right. Moving on here, we've got SundaeSwap Labs. The first on-chain governance SundaeSwap vote is now here. So, yeah, this is pretty cool. Now up, governance.sundaswap.finance, submitted by Quantum-Fletion. I don't know what that is. That's Pi. Sorry. That's Pi Lenningham, the CTO of SundaeSwap. This proposal, if passed and adopted, would adopt the processes and procedures outlined there. And here it is, adopt the proposed SundaeSwap governance rules and procedures. You can vote now. Okay. The first vote is here. Voting starts yesterday, and the proposal ends on February 19th. So if you're a SundaeSwap holder, please consider voting. And then finally, guys, we have a short video here from the Cardano 360 event of January 2023. We're going to be talking about the EMURGO Decentralization Index and why it's extremely important. Let's take a listen.
Now, decentralization is one of the foundational pillars of blockchain, but it can mean different things to different people and different networks. And the industry is lacking common understanding, common terms, and common metrics. That's why the Blockchain Technology Laboratory at the University of Edinburgh is collaborating with input-output researchers to build the Edinburgh Decentralization Index, or EDI for short. This powerful open source tool will not only define and measure decentralization, but it will allow anyone to easily assess the decentralization properties of leading blockchain networks. The team sat down in Edinburgh late last year with Professor Aglos Kias, Dr. Daniel Woods, and Christina Ovazik for a special segment on the role of the EDI in creating and driving standards for the whole industry.
What's so great about it? When people usually talk about decentralization, they kind of look at one very specific angle of the system. So, for example, they can look at how distributed are the nodes, or whether they are dispersed in different geographic location. But it's very important to zoom out, get like a wider, if you want, like a bird's eye view perspective about what the system is at all its different layers and all its different facets.
Decentralization within blockchain systems is a way of measuring who has different forms of power. And for consumers, for regulators, for other businesses, that's not easy to check. It's not easy to verify how that power is distributed.
We believe in transparency. We want people to have all the information they need and not have to go through companies' websites that probably obscure the information. We, as researchers, will do our best to get data from the blockchains and parse them, make them simpler for everyone to understand. The Edinburgh Decentralization Index will be basically a score.
A stratified set of metrics that measure how power is distributed across many different layers of a blockchain system, from who owns the tokens, through to who owns the consensus and mechanisms, through to who develops the software that it's based on.
It's a principled way to look at this concept of decentralization in a way that is verifiable, in a way that someone can see the methodology that was followed and could see the data that were used and can also verify the computation with which we arrived at the particular assessment of decentralization at any given time.
The goal of the Edinburgh Decentralization Index is to empower users to make informed decisions. They can see whether it's decentralized or not, or rather how decentralized it is, and base their decisions on that.
When you look at proprietary solutions in other spaces, they're often untransparent and potentially they could be serving the interests of the person who produced them. And I think this creates kind of broken incentives. Rather than on self-reported data, we're going into the systems and trying to measure with primary data based on the systems themselves.
The Edinburgh Decentralization Index will inform users about how secure blockchain systems are, because decentralization relates to security in many ways. It will tell users how far a certain blockchain is or close to a single point of failure. It will say how susceptible it is to certain attacks. For example, the higher the decentralization of a blockchain system is, the less vulnerable it is to certain attacks.
We want to put this to work. So we want to develop a system that measures in a live manner decentralization of different systems and presents it to the end user.
For now, they only have the promises of different blockchains and cryptocurrencies, but there is no data to back it.
The type of research that Input-Output does is research that is based on first principles. The type of research work that you will see coming out from researchers that work at Input-Output is research that looks at problems from a very neutral academic perspective, tries to solve them in the best possible way, independently of minor elements that you might think like, oh, this is important at that particular point in time, or we try to optimize this particular element. The real issue here is solve the really hard problems of the space following a first principles approach. And Input-Output has, for many years, pioneered this perspective in the blockchain space as a company.
It's very interesting to work with researchers at the Blockchain Lab. The way they work and the way they can see into the future and make a plan, it's very inspiring for me. It's quite fun. Researching this area is quite fun.
Thank you so much, Vechain and Cardano Army, for your amazing Patreon support, guys. I'd like to give a shout out to Maryland for Crypto, Anthony Andrews, Farouz Din, Kyle Bachi, CryptoSVT.si, Angeltopia, DNC Vale, Leon Jackson II, Kragan, All Flare LLC, Lucky Sunshine Token, and VET Docky. I hope you enjoyed the show, guys, and I'll be back with another video soon.